It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And able to get this out to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And 16.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. You good? Sponge. No.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Colts.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun is Eason. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Just make these babies crawl. Nicker.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
It's now 3rd down.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Taylor on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Jonathan Taylor.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To throw on third down, Eason. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, 30 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on. On in between the years.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Under the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. McFarland. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Houston on the
no gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Roethlisberger will throw. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Hands to James Conner.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Roethlisberger hands to James.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
This one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
3 buds. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A gain of 6 there on first. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's got his man, Hilton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carried by the wide
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
You can fall, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up
the goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's fourth down.
Here's Switzer. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Here's Connor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing
180. 54 Mike. 50.
Check. Slam.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Eason. He's got Burton here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Campbell making the catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 40 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Smith-Schuster. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 70 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Adam Vinatieri.
That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
2nd touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Kenny Moore.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
No gain on
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. That's a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. Not much there, only a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go. 230. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On second down now. It's Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
The give to Taylor. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Jonathan Taylor.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
second down, it's Taylor. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards. First down, Colts.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Colts 21, Steelers 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
I got you. He's crossing.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Eric Ebron.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up second and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Keeps the score. Steelers 26, Colts 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Eason off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Harris Campbell, incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Like 20. Check. Block 54.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.